Hey, knife gun guy here. I'm just thinking of some videos that I can do while I'm still kind of laid up from the surgery thing. Especially this week. I'm going to be going back to work on Friday this week. So, pushing pencils and stuff like that until the end of November. But I'll be going back to work then, so I got some free time this week. So I'm going to do a, just kind of show you guys my race / duty gun. I'm able to use the same gun for both, which is kind of good, because then I can get used to doing everything with my duty gun that I'm doing for competition shooting as well. So I'll show you the gun here. This is what I'm shooting currently. Is a pretty customized Glock 17. I'm going to clear this here for you so we can look into it. I am currently shooting a Federal Hider Shock. It's a very good 9mm ammo, which is what this gun is. Check it. Gun's clear. Okay, so here's what I've done with the gun. Let me scoot back here now. I'm going to take it apart here and show you. So I've got, on the outside of the gun, I've got it's the Gen 4 Glock 17. It has extended slide stop handle on it, which is kind of nice because the Glock one is pretty small. For when the slide lock is back, I know for police work stuff, they like you to rack it, but for race stuff, you just don't have time to do that if you want good time. So you kind of have to use the slide stop release. So I do a little bit of both. But the gun's been custom stippled. I don't know if you can see that. The grip is all stippled. There you go. Kind of see it now. The bottom is stippled. And then up on the side here is stippled, which is where my thumb rides when I'm in the grip. My second thumb rides up on that stippling. And then on this side of the gun, it's stippled up here where my front finger rides when it's not on the trigger. So that's kind of a good thing to have on there. That's just my spot for my finger when it's not on the trigger, when it's not being pulled. So I like having that stippling there. I'm also running on the outside, so I've got extended mag release button, and then I've got an S&J Customs mag well. Which does two things for you. One, it helps you insert magazines faster, more positively. And then the other thing it does is it shores your grip. So it actually makes it a little bit more accurate, because there's no way to grab the gun down here or down up here. Funny, if your pinky rides along that SJ Customs, you're going to have a perfect grip every single time. It just holds that grip in place, so you end up with a really good positive grip. So that's why that's on there. I'm running a TLR-1S. I love having a weapon light on there. Main thing I like to use that for is, say if you're building clearing and you go you're heading into a room as a doorway, and say there's a table or something tipped over and you can't see what's on the other side of the table, but it's right in front of you. But you also haven't cleared around the back corner here. So what I like to do is I'll take my other light, shine it on the table, and because I have two threats I have to take care of immediately, kind of at the same time, and it's impossible to do both at the same time. So I'll take my light, put it on the table in front of me, and if there's a bad guy behind that table, let's say, if he's got light on him, he won't move. Generally, he's not going to do anything. So I just hold the light on the table, and I turn the light on the gun, and I clear around the corner. So I have a light on the table in front of me, and I can take the gun and me and clear around the corner, and as long as my light's pointing to that table, I generally don't have to worry about that threat. Then once the corner's cleared, now I can go into that corner and start clearing the table. So it's kind of nice to have a weapon light on there, so that when you're building clearing, you can run two lights. That's the main reason I have that on there. And I keep the gun like this when I race, when I compete. I actually keep the gun like this with the light on it and everything. I know it keeps me probably a little bit slower at times, but then when I go to use the gun for duty use, it's exactly the same setup that I'm competing with. So let me show you here kind of what I've done to the inside. I've got Trigicon night sights on it. Check it clear again just to make sure. Point in a safe direction, pull the trigger so I can take it apart. So on the inside I have a I can't remember who makes it. This is a 2.5 pound trigger pull connector in here. The whole trigger is a Lone Wolf trigger assembly inside the gun there. So that's what I've done to the bottom half of the frame. On the top half I have a titanium striker put in there that's been polished. I've got a different spring assembly. It's a Gen 4, but I've got a different spring assembly in it. I can't remember who made that. I can't remember who I got that from. It might be Glock, Glockworks, I think. And then I've got a, I just shot with this, so it's not clean yet. I need to clean it out. But that's a Lone Wolf Designs compensated 6-inch barrel. So it just helps you put those repeated shots in the same place. I'm running a Safariland holster, and the end of this does stick out the bottom of the Safariland holster. So it's kind of funny looking when it's in there. But yeah, Lone Wolf Designs barrel. I haven't had any problems with this. I've got probably 15,000 rounds downrange with this barrel, and not a single hang up at all. I don't think I've had a single jam or misfire. So that's what I've got set up in there. Put this back together for you here. And slide this back onto the gun here. Okay, so that's the gun. I'm running on the magazines. I've got I'm running the standard Glock mags with a Dawson Precision weight plate on the bottom. It extends it out so that when you're pushing it into the mag well, without this extended plate on there, it's kind of hard to seat it. And then the other thing is it adds weight to the bottom magazine, so that when your gun runs dry in a competition and you push the mag release button, this falls out of the gun faster, so you can get your second mag in there before. I got to where I was doing reloads fast enough that without these, my second magazine would come up and I would hit the magazine before it fell out of the gun. So I had to add this on there, and that makes this fall out faster, so it gets out of my way faster. So that's what I'm running on my Glock right now. So it's a sweet gun. I've never had any malfunctions or anything with it. Even with the upgraded stuff to it, it just runs perfect every time. It's just the most reliable gun on the market. So all right, we'll see y'all. Thanks.